Welcome to the new
Alright, so I
version
just
of
want to talk a little
RaceTab.
bit about
I'm
some
going
of
to
the
create a
differences
series of
between
tutorials
RaceTab 2
here
and
to
RaceTab
show you
4.
how to use it.
There's really a lot of
This is
changes
currently
behind the
in,
scenes
still the late stages of beta.
that I
We're on 3.6.
don't have time to get into all those things, but I really want to just talk about some of the UI differences here.
RaceTab 4.
At first,
Such a
it might be
big
a little bit
upgrade. I highly
intimidating because it
recommend
looks
it
maybe
in the
too
beta
different,
stages.
but if you
It's
really look
really,
at it,
really good.
it's not
So
that
the
different.
first thing you're
a
going to
lot
notice
of
when you
the
first sign in
things
is that it does
are the
require
same,
a
gone
mouse
with
with login.
a
You're
cleaner
not
look, a
bound
more
to use
boxy
mouse
look,
with services or
a really
administration,
more
but we are
partly
doing some
tablet
cool
touch
stuff
inspired
with
and partly
the
like
cloud
Windows
and
8
automatically
inspired
pulling
kind
down
of
some data such as
I think it makes
records
it a lot
and
cleaner.
other kinds of
And,
integration
it's
with
gonna
live results
creates
and
a
whatnot.
consistent look and feel across
So we
all
do
of our
require the
applications that we're
mouse
gonna
with
develop, so
login.
we want it to seem
But you
kind of
only have to
similar,
do it once,
whether using a
you
smartphone
online
the
with
first
some of
time.
our apps or
After
tablet
that, you
or
don't have to be online.
computer features, so you can use this.
So that's kind of
offline,
some of the reason
so
we did it.
Don't freak out about this part.
And you'll also
You
notice
will,
that if you don't already have one,
RaceTab
you need
kind
to
of
go to the
wants to
website.
open. If you click the
In
sign up
in
button,
full
you can
screen
do that,
mode,
and
by
create an
default,
account.
it's going to fill your
I'm gonna
entire
go ahead and
screen.
log on here with
And
my
that's a kind of a
test
Windows 8
account.
and tablet thing.
And you'll see
If you don't like
validated
that,
me,
you do
and now
have
it's
buttons where
asking
you
me,
can
who I am,
minimize it and
and
turn it back into a regular old window, if that makes you more comfortable.
super timing.
So don't be afraid to do that and put it how you
Alright,
like it.
and I'm going to click finish down here. I'm going to resize this.
So the other thing is, as you get into these sub-menus,
so then now I'm
what
in.
you want to pay attention to
So
is
before I get started
two
into
things.
an actual
the bottom bar
just kind of
down here,
about
if that's present, that's
part of
really
it.
like your
So over
action.
here
So
on
that's
the
things
right
like,
side
okay,
of the
I'm gonna
screen,
do something
under
to
recent
recent
means
means
is where you're
save
gonna
this
see
page.
recent
I'm
means
going
that
to
you've
export
opened.
this
I
file
haven't
and
opened
print
any
it.
because this is the first
That's where
time.
all those kind
So
of
that's why
action
that is
type
input.
buttons are going to
It's
be.
going to give you a list of
So
all the means you've recently
down here
opened.
you can save
If you
and
have a
close,
RaceTab file
save and add another
already
app
that you'd like to open,
you can go from
click
next
browse for me over
to
here,
previous,
and
so
you
that's
can locate
kind of what you're going to look for down here on the bottom bar. So always pay attention to that. A few people I know have missed that and open it, and I would tell them, they're like, oh, simple enough. But all these buttons over here under blank meat are what's going to allow you to create a blank template of a meet, and so you kind of walk through some of these 99% of the time, and you're going to see this set up the button up here, and so that's your kind of your bailout button. Your down here at the bottom is you can import the meat from various things. Goes back, download for miles. In this case, you have the meat on miles servers. Going to edit an athlete online and I'm like, oh, never mind, I don't want to edit this athlete. Other registration services such as athletic.net will give you an article file, which is our kind of proprietary format. Same thing goes really pretty much across the board. So developers to write screen. So other companies have integrated with that. So you might have an article file. High-tech database. This is a little bit tricky. High-tech is so those are really the things to look for. Logged in, most of it versions is very similar. So you either have an unlocked high-tech meat file, meat database, or you have less high-tech 2.0. It'll work if you have high-tech 3 of these icons that are cleaner and more like a monotone like they are by default, rather than all these different crazy colors. You'll be able to figure out how to unlock it. I think that you'll find it. And then finally, using a template, and now will allow you to create a new meat. Don't be intimidated from another. Oh, and one last thing, if you have last year's meat, the other thing that's very important to notice is up here at the top, as a template, you see this RaceTab has this little down arrow, and that's indicating that you can expand them. So some of those advanced options that you're used to are up here. And then finally, before I close out this video, down here at the bottom, just click on this RaceTab preferences, and that is where you can click in and get into some of the preferences and change some things. And then finally, across the top, you also see what's kind of the equivalent of a notification bar on your school networks have had problems. And so if you have different things running to my documents, then you're going to see those little icons up here indicating that. So right now, this icon is indicating that this you can change this server's running setting, which I won't get into to any folder you want that RaceTab will use as the app base folder. If you have FAT interface going on, like you're running a link system, you're interfacing with it. So that's all for this video. I'll do some more videos. If you're integrating with iPico, do some stuff chip timing, you're going to see a little iPico icon up there to indicate that. So that's like a notification bar. And then I guess the last thing over here, you have this little help icon here. That's just going to bring up this little help screen and tell you what version you're running and all that kind of stuff. So hope you like it. I hope this maybe helps you get your feet under you a little bit.